Show me the thing! Welcome back to Featured Fan Builds. I'm Captain Xavier. Let's take a look at what you amazing people have sent me next. Up first, we have Ryan and his build Ganymede. And here's what he has to say about it. Ganymede is a Thunderhawk Centurion Magnus integration with EL wire and a solenoid pusher. It fires megas with 2 Zeus cages and a 2S-3S setup. I'm getting about 140 FPS out of this, and with AccuStrike megas, it's surprisingly accurate. There are 3 total lipos, which are housed in the space above the shoulder rest, padded with gray foam. So it's a shoulder-mounted, enormous, magazine-fed, flywheel Mega Blaster. And I love it. This thing is huge and unique and just magnificent. Well done, Ryan. I think it's gorgeous. Up next, we have Joshua with his Behemoth. I don't know if that's actually the name, but that is how he described it. It's a Mastodon Centurion and deploy integration, as well as a lot of other random parts and scrap bits and pipe and all that. What's kind of unusual for this particular series is that this isn't actually a functional blaster. It's for cosplay purposes. He was hoping to make it functional, but ended up messing up the internals, though he is planning to try to get it functional at some point in the future. And I hope he does, and I hope he sends more pictures of it, because that thing is beastly and magnificent and huge, and I like it also. Well done, Joshua. Up next, we have Marcus's Strife, and I decided to go ahead and do the full details on this one because it's just so pretty. For internals, it has an OFP 42.5mm cage, worker flywheels, new switches, new wire, Fang revamps, Biggs NZ clear blue parts, 14 LEDs altogether, a voltmeter, black steel props, flared magwell, custom vinyl logo from Custom 3D Nerf, and a skull hydro dip paint job. And it's just beautiful. The use of the LEDs and the clear parts and the paint, absolutely beautiful work here. So, well done, Marcus. This next one is silly and absurd, and I wanted to talk about it. This is Troy's build. He says he built this for $3 at Goodwill in about 2 hours of work. He took the internals from an Air Max and shoved them into a dart tag eliminator, which is just silly and magnificent, and I love it. The barrel is apparently from the scope or sight on a deploy. So once again, deploys, good for parts. And this thing is just silly, and I love it. And I kind of want to make something similar now because it's just magnificently absurd. So well done, Troy. Last one I'm going to talk about was sent in by Clowny. He originally sent the email, but with no pictures. And it took me a while to figure out what on earth is even going on here, and I still have questions, but I love the aesthetic of this. The different colors and the accents and the cosmetic parts he's added are really, really beautiful. So let's see what Clowny had to say about it. The blaster is named Gallagher because it's a huge sledge-fire. Sledge-fire body, deploy slide and grip, long shot front gun, and some parts of old Busby blaster. To use the blaster, you depress the sledge-fire release and pull slide forward. It uses 3 shots AR assemblies as shells. The AR's intact, so it'll shoot 3 times before reloading. I have shotgun shells with the air restrictors removed and a mega rival shell adapter that shoots single shots. To prime the blaster, you pull the polycarb ring in the handle like a jolt. And that is a really creative idea. And in addition to absolutely loving the aesthetics of this, the fact that it uses AR shells, that's not something I think I've ever seen before. I have an AR attachment for ire, but I've never seen him used as shells like this, so that's really creative. And then he has the single-shot shells as well. The fact that it primes from the bottom of the handle, I kind of like that, because it gives you a certain amount of control that you wouldn't have otherwise, and the having it slide forward is an interesting take. But altogether, this is an absolutely beautiful build. Well done, Clowny. Thanks for actually sending me the picture, because when I saw the description, I really wanted to know what on earth was going on, and now I know. So that is beautiful. All right, on to the slideshow. As always, absolutely gorgeous work from all of you. Love there's some really creative ideas in there, and I love that many of your blasters have names that are actually very fitting, and I love the variety, the fact that they're not all the same blasters. Lots of blasters you see in here you don't see a whole lot of, and some creative integrations and builds and all of that. So, well done, all of you. If you want to send in your build, send it to the captain.xavier.fanbuilds email address. I'm slowly getting caught up. I think I've got 50 still backlogged, so feel free to send them in. I will get to them eventually. I do them once a month and show off a whole bunch of them now, so I get through them a lot faster. So if you haven't seen yours, the email might not have gone through, or I just might not have gotten it to me. So feel free to try sending them again. If I end up with duplicates, that isn't a problem. Sometime, hopefully, I'll catch them if they're duplicates. If not, you'll get featured twice. What's so bad about that? Anyway, love the stuff you've been sending in. Continue to send me stuff, and I will continue to feature it. Thank you for watching.